Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Ritual League 3.13. But in this episode, we're going to be going over Heist. So, a quick recap of yesterday. I went and did the 30T16 plate. It's really profitable. It was really fun. Had a good time. Took 5 hours. Then I did Heist. I decided I was going to level up all my people. So I leveled up Karst all the way, Vinderi all the way, and I leveled up every single person to have their main skill max level to 5. And this one has 6 because of an extra level from the weapon. But basically then I equipped gear for all the people. So if you don't already know, I had a video about each person and what I recommend to equip them with for gear. But I've already done it here again. I've crafted it all, and then I'll tell you what I recommend, and I'll tell you how to make money out of Heist and what I did and what you can expect. And how good is Heist just baseline? And all these questions will be answered, so stay tuned. I also have some build updates, so for the people who are here for specifically the build, because they look at the path of building in the description below, and it's a lot different, which really, it'll look a lot different, but it isn't that different, and that's why I'll help you guys too for that. So basically, let's get into the Heist. So first, like I said, I leveled up all the people, but more importantly than getting into the Heist gear and jumping the gun, let's explain how you get the people, because you're going to come into Heist if you haven't done it and you're new to Heist, and you're not going to have any other people. You're going to have like Karst and Tibbs. So then how you unlock them is first, you see Tibbs? Play Tibbs in like brute force or demolition, and he will find Tullina. When you find Tullina, you use Tullina in her agility, lockpicking, or trap disarmament, and you will find Nenet. That's good. You have Nenet now. Separately, you can start with the Karst, and if you play Karst, you will find, with lockpicking, perception, agility, you will find Huck. And then Huck, through his lockpicking, brute force, demolition, engineering, you'll find Niles. And then through Niles, through his counter thaumaturgy and deception, you find Vinderi. And then Vinderi, through the demolition, trap, disarmament, and engineering, you will find Gianna. And then you have all your people. And that's probably the most important thing to start. A second very important question is, how do you get the trinket slot? You do a trinket blueprint, and a trinket blueprint will always be an underbelly or a smuggler's den. And Smuggler's Den will never have currency. Underbelly can have currency. It's because of the map area and then the job skills. And the job skills decide what loot is going to be in the thing. So the different people basically mean different loot because they have the different skills. And so whatever they main in is basically going to be their loot table. So we have put up on the table that Karst, Vinderi, and Gianna are the best. And Tullina's not too bad. Isla's not too bad. And it's mostly because of lockpicking, demolition, engineering, and agility as some of the like best loot. Oh, deception. Sorry if I didn't mention that somehow. But now, so we've gone through all of that and why you should do it. Oh, here's why you should do Heist. So I was leveling up the people, right? And I told you how there's the difference in the skills. So if you do lockpicking, you're going to get currency, right? If you do, let's say, engineering, you'll get uniques. This is a good comparison. So what I found is I didn't track it, but I know I'm making the most when I'm doing my lockpicking contracts. But obviously, you run out of lockpicking contracts pretty quick, right? You have these contracts, and you're not going to have very many lockpicking. You're going to have to run all the skills, right? To level them up, you have to level up your people. So what I found is when I was doing item level 81 to 83 contracts of any skill, fast, like just I was running them, looting the big chest, small chest, and then looting the thing at the end and running out, and I didn't even have any heist gear equipped yet. I was making 260k per hour, 260 chaos per hour, which is pretty good compared to like the ritual farming without getting lucky. I was making like 160 the day before that with like mapping, with shit mapping. So I thought that, wow, white contracts, if you're doing just leveling up your people, Heist is insane for printing still, guys. So that's like the bare minimum. That's like the lowest of the low, like of 81 to 83 of any skill. I was making pretty good money, like 3x per hour. And for like a new player, that's going to be pretty much better than what they're doing. And so if you don't hate Heist and you actually like it and you didn't know, here, that's the first thing. Now let's get into the Heist gear. So after I leveled up the people, so I only made this Heist gear after I leveled up all the people. And I also spent literal thousands, like 3,000, 4,000 alterations. So keep that in mind to craft all this. And the alterations are like 4 to 1. Spent a lot. It was okay. We basically spent my blight earnings. So let's start off with the Brooch. So for Brooch, I mainly look for, while I'm alting, for this duplicate basic currency. So they changed brooches, and basic currency doesn't include potentially like ancient orbs, but this should still be really good because it includes mirrors, exalted orbs, etc., and it'll work with the trains. It's still good. It's still good. Regals, Trinket, why not? Like, this seems good. So 15%, and then I did that on every single one of them, and you could divine it, but except Huck. Yeah, don't put gear on Huck because I don't use him because he can only go to level 3. He's not a master in any skill, and he doesn't really give you much benefit. The benefit he has now is 20% increased XP gain. I'm not going to do Heist for XP just because I genuinely like doing it for loot, and I don't want to taint to what purpose I'm using it for. And I'll do like breach. I'll farm this for loot, and then use the loot to do breach stones, because doing each thing at its best, and it's really fun, dude. It's really fun. So then, yeah, that's the brooch, duplicate currency, and then I augment an extra suffix, an extra prefix, and then I regal, because you just should get extra mods, whatever you get, right, bonus, and you could put them on different people, depending on the mods you get. So here I got basic currency and divination. It's crazy. Okay, so then next, I did the cloak. And on this one, I searched when I'm crafting chests, and then 10% reduced raising of alert level, so T1 reduced, and I also went, or T2 reduced and T1 reduced, because it's really expensive crafts. These were ridiculous for this early on in the league. I already have all the gear, and the difference wearing the gear and not wearing the gear and going into Grand Heist and then looting, I can literally loot every single chest because of this gear, guys. It's insane. Going from no gear to having gear. I went from only opening big chests to opening and struggling to open all the big chests to being able to open every single chest in the entire thing. And then I went for the weapon, and its chance to not generate alert level using their skill, and I went for T1, so 9 to 10. 9 to 10, and it's, yeah, so on agility, demolition, perception, brute force. Niles is counter thaumaturgy, but I only got T2 apparently, and Karst 9 to 10, so that makes a difference. And then job speed, dude, I'm stacking job speed everywhere. Like, I accidentally got it, but it's actually good. When I go into a grand heist, I have 79 to 99 job speed, which is basically doors open instantly. I don't have doors. I don't have chests. Everything is instant. It's amazing, except for some of the mechanics like agility, the fucking laser trap, stuff like that, blowing up. He still has to put down the bomb, step away, and then it blows up and it can still bug. So that's annoying. But yeah, main priority on this was to not generate a level using their skill. And then for the weapon, I went for job speed, because it's just, there's no good stat for the weapon. So I figured a bonus, like, yo, here's some, like I said, job speed, because it speeds up the doors and the chest, which ends up speeding up the overall thing and the experience. Like, it feels better. So that's my heist gear. I recommend heist, like I said, starting with lockpicking and deception as the best of what you should be running. And then after I have all the people leveled up, what I'm going to be doing is probably buying contracts and of like lockpicking and deception, probably deception a lot, and then you run them. They have no doors, and then you get, so in here, this is Wakano the barber, so you can reveal stuff. There's a lot in Heist, dude. Whenever you complete a heist contract over item level 68, you will get a reveal. And if you do it with Gianna, you get Gianna reveals, which is a 40% discount. And he has a 10%. And you can level him up to get even more, I think. But you can also get a mod on your gear, on the crew gear, the heist gear, to get extra free reveals from Mokano. But anyways, you would reveal stuff, and then I like to reveal on Grand Heist. I like to reveal currency only. But if there's a room already revealed like this one, and one of these is divination, I'll also reveal that. And that's the same concept as the whole like lockpicking deception. It's really good. Yeah, I highly recommend getting into Heist. At least doing your contracts and leveling up the people. If you're doing something that's making less than 3x an hour, you should probably try Heist, and it's going to be pretty fucking good. And the higher level contracts preferred though, 81 to 83, and then just level up your people for the skills, which you have to do anyways if you're going to get into Heist eventually. And then, yeah, I hope all that helps of what I've said. And there was one more thing. Oh yeah, Faustus, when you do a heist, you get this like thing at the end, and the target, and then you can sell it to Faustus for the rogue markers. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, and when you have a grand heist, so I told you that you could reveal it through the dude, you can then come down into the planning room, and you have to actually select the people. And so who do I actually recommend? Vinderi, because he has a chance to duplicate contents of heist chests, and Karst, because he reduces, I'll just go over them here. Karst has less raising of alert level, so when you have Karst on a wing of a grand heist, you pretty much can open everything and there's no problem. Karst is broken. Vinderi gives you more loot. Nenet has like a mini version of Karst, 20% less raising. You have Gianna, which I told you is only for getting the reveals and reduced blueprint costs. We have Tibbs for unlocking 2 chests, so technically he's not bad. If you have a choice between like Gianna and Tibbs is better. Tullina has 14% less, so you see how you have the 20, the 14, the 40, and then this also has the 26 to get extra targets, so you get extra free rogue markers by selling them to the Faustus guy. And then one more. We got Niles for 1 magical chest. So it's like the mechanical chest, but it's a magical chest. And that's it. So usually you don't really use Niles and Gianna or Huck. And you would use the other ones. This one has increased time before lockdown. It's cool, but it's not like great because it usually enables like traps and messes up a lot of stuff in the Grand Heist. And it can be pretty annoying to be in lockdown. So I'd rather just not even set off the alarm on lockdown. Yeah, that's way better. But I think that is a gigantic, big tutorial for heists. I've got you into why you should do the heists, how profitable they are, leveling up all your people, how to unlock all the people, all the crew gear. You know how to do your grand heist, and you know what to look for. Basically this is just enabling you to do all of this side content that's free. This is like having Nico missions and you didn't know how to delve. If for the people who don't know how to heist and wanted to, now they know and they can get into it. I hope this video helps a lot of people. So now that's enough of the heist stuff, I think. So thank you for watching if you were here for the heist, and now I'm going to get into my build upgrades. Oh, one more thing. I'm running a 2% chance for regals to drop as Exalted. It was 4.5x. I'm going to upgrade this to a 4% eventually if I keep doing Heist. It's really fucking good, man. Heist is so good. Okay, back to this. This mod gear, what did I change? It's very simple. Very simple. It'll look... If I didn't explain it, it'll look silly. Okay, so all I did... Well, so I did do the block thing. If people don't know about that, there's 2 things actually. I did block, so I got a shield with recover 5% of life on block. This is the most important stat. This is what gets me the like recovery from block, and it's amazing. And so when I do everything, wait, okay, 51, 38, 71, 48. And then I'm blocking and I'm recovering, and it's Pog, and I have the bone offering healing 2. 842 divided by 2. Okay, so then what I did the block and I changed the tree so that I had Sanctuary, Unwavering Stance, and I have Mystic Bulwark. Okay, so then, for a long time in my stream, people were like, dude, your gear sucks. Your ring sucks. Your glove sucks. Your boot sucks. Yo, upgrade. Yo, easy upgrade. You have harvest. You have harvest, bro. It's like, I don't want to fucking harvest craft this shit. Do you not understand? I've been telling people my end game is energy shield. I'm going CI. This ain't my end game. Why would I harvest this? Okay, so what I did is I bought some new gear and I did it smart. So, and I'll even explain how I did it for the people who want to do similar stuff, and it can help them do similar trades to be able to upgrade their gear, maybe on a budget. I have a few, I closed all the searches. Never mind. I'll just talk about them. So basically, this glove is really cool. So my old glove was shit. Can I get it? Where's my old one? Is this it? No. I went through three gloves. Okay. So basically, this was my old glove. I had life, chaos, cold, right? And it's shit. It's so shit. Why is it shit? Because it's 2 stats, life and chaos, and I crafted a suffix. It's so bad. If you look that up, it's like 1C. Okay, so then I went and I looked up for life, chaos, so the same thing, but then I went for 1 element of 35 or higher. So I did a count. So I'll show you this in case you don't know what I'm talking about. So this is my side screen, and then we have this search, and this is a glove, and so you can search for the main mods, life and chaos with glove, and then you can do a count. So you can add a stat group and you can do a count. I love doing this. So like you could do 1 or 2, whatever you want to do, and you can add the mods, and it'll only take 1 or 2 of the pool, the whole pool. So then it's basically like, instead of doing 3 searches with looking for it with cold, it with fire, it with lightning, it's doing all 3 at once. And then I do not corrupted because fuck that. I want to craft, and then I was looking for open suffix. And so this is just a ridiculous glove, but then I was also looking for armor. And so I was starting with, you'd search for like an armor thing. And now you would look for open suffix, and you see how 3C, and it's like, wait, why was I using such a shit glove? I could get extra res, 40 res, 30 res for free, basically. So that's what I was doing. So we go through my items. I got an extra 37 cold res here, and I have the open suffix, but I don't even need it, so I crafted minion damage. Isn't that awesome? I have the open suffix here, the extra trigger thing here, the extra suffix here. We're doing really well now. Okay, so it's because of all the upgrades of free res all over the place. People are gonna be so happy I finally did this. Ethan, you have real items now. Yes, he's playing. Pog. I did it, dude. I did it. Okay, so added the cold. So easy. And the implicit's irrelevant. Don't worry about it. Boot. I went for, so my old boot, oh, these ones. So wait, I have to show you. I had life and chaos fire, and I annulled the fucking chaos. It's dead. I had life, chaos, fire, an extra life mod, so it actually had 70 life. So you can see the 2 open prefix and stuff. What the heck? I annulled everything. It's ruined. But I still have the main mods except for the extra life, so it's just 50 though. It's shit. It's so bad. And then my old glove. This is like basically that, but upgraded. But you see how it has 2? But I annulled off the extra 20. Okay. That's the glove. Boot. Do I have my old one? This is fun. Please. Is this it? Yes. So I had life. No. Yeah, I crafted life. I had fire, chaos, and move speed. So I was like, dude, this is a pretty good boot. Yeah, until I looked up other boots. So I found this boot. So it's more life, more chaos, similar fire, same move speed, and I gain strength. And I have the hybrid, like the implicit of all res, like the fire and lightning res. I love it, dude. And then it has more armor. It's an upgrade, and it was very cheap. It's so silly how, oh my god, it's so bad still. Okay, and then We still had the same chest plate, but I crafted lightning and chaos on it instead of the rings. On the helmet, I crafted a zombie because I fixed the reses without things. So how did I fix the res? My rings. I went for life, double res rings. So I literally searched 70 life, 40, like a count of 2, and 40 fire, cold, and lightning. And it just, boom. And then you can craft, I went for open suffix. I crafted my endurance charges finally. So I have 3 endurance charges. Oh my god, we have 12 zombies, 3 endurance charges. I was able to craft all of them. And then I was able to craft the chaos on the chest plate and the belt because I got an open suffix on the belt finally. My old belt, let me show you, was this. It was life, chaos, strength. So I had a strength problem in the build. I solved the strength problem with the boot that I randomly got. And what was the other strength thing? There was one more. I had strength on the helmet, right? Yeah, 30 strength on the helmet. I could finally replace this strength belt, getting me an open suffix, which then made it easier because strength getting on a belt was actually expensive. This was hard to do, not very recommended, by the way, after doing it. So then I could look for a life, lightning, chaos, which was way cheaper and easier, and then I could craft with an open suffix more res, so I had even more. And then, so with the res rings and the res belt, I was able to not need res on like the glove and the helmet, and I get real upgrades, and I can go trigger, and I can go endurance charges. So I gained 12% physical damage reduction, I gained an extra zombie, and I gained 19 minion damage, and my shit is still res capped, everything is still good, and I actually like have similar, I think I gained life overall, because I actually put 3 points where they go, yeah, I put 3 points into unwavering, and I have the same life. So I think I gained life with these upgrades too. It's super exciting, super fun, super easy to follow. I think it's just that I basically added another stat to my gear. Maybe I can find my old unsets too. Unset ring. Oh, I have to craft the new scout tower. I just remembered. But yeah, life. See how it's life, fire, cold with a suffix? So it's just more fire. It's just an upgrade. And then this one, literally missing the extra suffix. It's just 40 lightning, and now I have an extra 43 fire. And you can see that my fire is overcapped. So we actually have room to completely remove one of these that has fire, and then we could modify everything. I don't know, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy overall. Imagine getting chaos, and then you don't even need those chaos crafts either. Insane. And then we have the block, and oh, for anyone who wonders why I added the block and if it's any good, just the understanding of it is my build before the block was just res cap, and so the survivability is your life times 4 basically. So you have like 20k, let's say, just based on the resistances, and then we add this block with the 7148, and we could actually gain another 12 spell block if I spend 5 skill points doing this to get arcane guarding. Getting 3, 3, and 6, you can get 12 for 5 points, so we could take out damage later. You can see how we have so many points into minion damage on the skill tree because I'm still poor, and so we could take those out eventually and put them into more block, and we'll be even tankier, and that will help even more for the recovery and all this stuff working and the whole build package working. But basically, obviously, adding block on top of it is going to make you tankier. It's just completely obvious once you get it, you see it, you're like, oh yeah, that's just more, it's another layer, duh, that's awesome. And so one more, because I went unwavering stance in the skill tree, because I think that you need to be stun immune for block potentially for it to actually work. I'm not sure, maybe it hasn't even been working full effect yet, and now I'm only going to experience it today. But basically the what I was gonna say is that I took off the chest plate on the AG, and I spent 70 chaos on a Garb of the Ephemeral. Apparently they went down in price because I guess everyone's printing cortexes and everyone's running bottled faiths, and yeah, Pog. I like this new skill tree ascendancy thing, printing synthesis maps and giving you monster synthesis maps drop synthesis items and 1%, 100% increase of fact. Dude, what the fuck? Yeah, extra free cortexes and all this Zana shit too. I'm sure that people are using this Zana shit to target free cortexes like crazy, dude. Because you have Zanas, and then you get double the number of map options, and you have additional map options that appear in the map option. So let's say you had a base like 10, right? Let's say you up that to 15 and you double it, so you go to 30. That's stupid. Like, that's a lot of maps. That's a lot of fucking maps, dude. How often will you see a Cortex? Every 2, 5, 10? I don't know. Probably pretty often. That's the point overall. And then it's dropped the price of the Garb of the Ephemeral. So what normally would have been expensive is cheap this league. This league is absolutely crazy. I love it. I'm fucking loving it, dude. I don't know about you guys, but think about this video. What the fuck? And all the other videos before this, and we're like a week in. We're a week in. This is so awesome. I fucking love this season. Hope you guys are too. It's really cool. Endgame. It's my fucking. This is my realm. I love this shit. I'm gonna keep going. It's so sick. Hope to see you guys today in today's stream for more Blight, Heist, and maybe even starting the Harvest. Maybe we'll go into the top left corner and start targeting some Harvest. I don't fucking know. But for now, I was just doing the Delirium Metamorph Burial Chambers corner strat. And dude, I'm sustaining burials. I got the fucking strats. If you aren't aware of what, I'll give you the quick overview. I sextant up this shit. I have quant on these chromium watchstones in the Lexajoris area. So you can get up to 24% quantity for free in this area on burial chambers every map. And then you can run, you get free delirium maps dropped because of the 10% drop of maps with layers of delirium, and you can get it to drop with you can get it to drop with, or you can get 3 additional reward types when you do a delirium. So then it's broke. Delirium corner. And we have these are reflect that I can't run. These are juicy 121, 98, 116, 110, 133, 127. These will go up to over 200 quant with my awakening bonus objectives and all of this, and the increased effect of watchstone modifiers and everything. It's so insane, dude. It's so insane. Then we have the shit ones, and we have the un-ID'd ones for the sextant that gets the un-ID'd roll, and we're already sustaining more. This is my strat for now until we do Harvest, and Harvest is just going to be running whatever shit maps you have to get to find the gardens, and running. There's a watchstone to get increased chance of garden and garden crafts and extra crafts. So I'll be making a video about Harvest, but this is just a side thing. I don't really want to make a video about burials. It's not that crazy. It's just mentioning it if anyone wants to try it out. This is what I was doing on the Atlas, but I think Heist is way better, and I think that Blight is way better, or the Harvest is probably way better. Either way, I've talked for way too goddamn long today in today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. Farmer Tim out. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon and my YouTube members who financially support the channel. I can't do this without you guys, so thank you guys for all the support, and thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon and the YouTube members today, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!